Good morning. It is Friday. This video is super excited about doing because I have Hendrick here with me. Hendrick is an Airedale Terrier, and he's been a long time client of mine, but he hasn't been able to come to me for a while because of his mom's working hours. She's not able to bring him. So her work schedule has changed now and she's able to bring them to me, but we don't often see Airedales, so I really wanted to do this video because he is here. Hendrick, you want to look at the camera and show everybody how your face? He's about 9 years old. He's getting up there. He used to come to me at my other shop. So it's not a typical type of grooming job that a lot of people probably don't see. So I want to do him today. We're going to do some rough ends right now. I'm just going to start with his ears. I let him run around because he's pretty excited. So he gets his ears shaved. So I'm just using a 10 right now. The ears all shaved up. I let him run around in the yard with my dogs. He's seen them a few times at the dog park, and he's a pretty happy, excited dog. You wouldn't know he was 9. So I'm pretty excited to show you this video because we don't often see this breed anymore. They used to be pretty popular. Probably a good 20 years ago, so pretty awesome to see a breed like this come in. So I'm just gonna clean up his ears. I always like to do the ears before the bath. I've already done his nails. That's his worst thing that he hates the most, so we just get that over and done with. He kind of cries for it, so I didn't want to put him on the video for that. Didn't want to make him feel self-conscious. And me and the dogs already went for our walk this morning. We got up early and we did 3 kilometers. So hopefully they're tired out and we can just relax for the day. I didn't know if it was going to rain, so I wanted to take them. And sometimes it gets too hot here in the afternoons to do it. So I'm just doing the edge here. And then I'm going to take some of this body hair off. Normally with show dogs they get hand stripped, but as pet groomers we like to use the 7F. We'll be doing that. Once I get his ears done, I always try to do the ears before the bath, just because the ears take a long time to dry, and a lot of dogs don't like their ears being dry. So if we get this part done, then we just have maybe a little bit of touch-up. John, you're bugging him. He doesn't like it. He doesn't want you to bug him all these things. And silly boys. He just wants to play. John, go. I know you want to play with him. Maybe I'll let you guys play along. I'm getting the shampoo ready. I'm just using my my wall clippers and a 5-in-1. So I really like these clippers. Just nice, easy to use, cordless. The 5-in-1 is just easy because you can just switch back and forth. 5 different blades. That's why they call it 5-in-1. So you got your 9, your 10, your 15, your 30, and your 40. I only use the 40 usually for when I use my guard comb. So, but I usually use the 15 or the 10 on the ears. And pads I usually do 15. Sometimes I do a 30 to clean up after the bath. But I find it can be quite sharp on the feet, so that's why I try to use a 15. I don't want to. Almost done your ears, buddy. Good boy. Always want to go down the ear with the grain. And then on the edges, I hold the edge and just kind of. Everyone gets nervous for different things, and I've been doing this for a long time, so I definitely have the confidence in knowing where the blade should go. You can nick the ears, so you gotta want to really be careful. Some people prefer to use the scissors around the edges. I just go in with the clippers. I just find it easier, quicker. I actually find it safer because then I'm not, if I do nick the ear, then it's just a tiny little nick, whereas if you take your scissors, you can really do some damage if they move. But I'm holding my hands right along the edge of his ear, so shouldn't have any issues. I don't usually. I have one schnauzer got egg-room, and she hates her ears, hates them done. But we get through it, and surprisingly, I've actually never nicked her ears. So I'm going to use a 7, and I'm just going to start at the back here where I started with his ears, and just going to go down. We're just going to do, we're just trying to get off some of the hair. They don't get a skirt, but they just get like a fringe. I think we're just going to show his whole body. I have to remember I have to look at his card now. She just likes it nice and short. And then I usually keep his legs a little bit longer just so he doesn't have stick legs. But normally they would get like a fringe. And just follow along. I have this amazing book, and I'll show it to you guys after. Teaches you all about the breeds and where they come from, what type of grooming they get. And don't forget, these are like based on show breed and breed standards. So we're not doing that because we're just doing a pet groom. And here's my other helper, Remington. Hey, we're doing a video. That's not polite. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she gets this shaved off, but I'm just gonna double check his card. So I'm pretty old school. Watch out. And I like to keep a file. Yes, this is your card. I like to keep everything on file. Yeah, so he does get his whole body done, but normally they would get a little bit of a fringe. I keep the old school files because, you know, if the system ever crashed, then what do you do? Plus, it costs money. It costs a lot of money to run programs, and I've done it. I've had my other shop, we had a program that you paid for monthly, and you know, you could pay to send out a text message to remind people of their appointment. I don't do that anymore. Most of the time it's just me. I do have a girl that works with me, her name is Taylor, and she's still learning, so but I don't do, I'm pretty old school. I don't pay for the programs and the text messaging. I want to be personable with my clients, so I always call them to remind them, or I send an email, or I message them on Facebook, whichever way they prefer. And I just think it's just more personable, and it doesn't cost anything. And it literally takes me 2 minutes to call a few clients to remind them of their appointment. So, like I said, I've had my system crash on me before and lost all my stuff, and it sucks. So I know that this is foolproof. Unless someone comes in and steals my box of cards, I'm gonna always have them. And I book all my appointments myself because at the end of the day, like if I have an online booking, I can't control who's booking and what times, and you know, I just prefer to book my own, write it in the appointment book like the old-fashioned way. There's just some things that work better for me, not for everybody, but I prefer to be more personal and keep track of my own client bookings, and I can control how hard I want to work that day. Because I wouldn't want to be stuck with like, I don't know, 3-4 deals in a day. I would just be exhausted, and I would be burnt out really quick. So, or you know, like a Burmese hunt dog, and you know, just a bunch of bigger dogs. That would be tough. Rennie, are you helping again? Go on, sit down. You're not helping. Wait, Hendrick. And I'm just going in front of his ear here to get the square head. So we're just going to take out this ball, because he does take a long time to dry. But for some reason, this terrier really takes so long to dry. He does get eyebrows. We're not leaving any hair on the chest. We're doing the whole body, so he's just going to get a little bit of the legs. And this is just a brushing. I'm doing the top of the head. I'll probably do backwards 7 after his back, but for now we'll just do forward. Good boy. I'm gonna watch that ear. These really are sharp. Looks like I'm gonna have to really do it here. These are 15 to touch up some stuff. We'll do that after the back. But we actually have a thick, wiry coat, so. And then his tail, I will be nice and short, so I'll do it with probably the same as I do with his legs. Good boy. Well, he looks so scruffy. That's it. Check your ears. Let's check your ears. I have a little bit of hair in there, so I'm going to pluck some of that out. It's been a while. Anybody? It's been a while. Good boy. I use the ear powder and it just loosens up that hair, and I always use my fingers. I try not to use forceps if I don't have to, because I don't want to jab his poor eardrum, and if I can reach it with all my fingers, then it's perfect. And he doesn't feel any pain. This is really awesome stuff. It really works. Again, it's just an ear powder. And I just rub it in. And as soon as it gets to the root of the hair, it makes it loose, it loosens it up, and just makes it easy to pluck. And as you can see, he's not even fazed by it. Good boy. Good boy, Hendrick. this guy, he's pretty smart. He can open doors. I have to be careful because he'll run around in my house. He's really good at opening doors. He used to be at the daycare with us, and he would open all the latches to the gates and help himself and go into the other rooms. He's such a character. Right? You're such a character. There we go. So he's all ready for the bath. Clean up, get his shampoo ready, he can play. And we'll be back with the finishing.